Morning, everybody. I just woke up near Bakercity, Oregon, and that's where we're going today.
How you doing, everybody? My name's Kevin, and I live in that van with my two dogs, Barrett and Bella. And we travel this entire country, bringing you guys footage along the way of the places we see in the United States here on YouTube. And today we are going to Bakercity, Oregon. And then after Bakercity, Oregon, I don't know how long I'm gonna be there. We're gonna head into Boise, Idaho, and I'll bring you into a story on the reason why I'm going to Boise, Idaho after we get to Bakercity. So why don't you guys come with us?
Turn left, then merge onto I-84 East.
All right, we are in Bakercity, and the dogs are excited because the first thing that I usually do in the morning is find a dog park and take them to there, and I'm going to here in a minute. But I thought I would bring you guys up to speed, the new subscribers or new viewers, and some of the old viewers too, because I really haven't done what my morning routine is. My morning routine is I wake up and I drive to an area that I want to see, and that's what happened this morning. I knew I was going to Bakercity, so I boondocked over there for the night and then drove to Bakercity in the morning. And the same thing will happen tomorrow. I'll wake up and decide where I want to go, but I already know where I want to go tomorrow, and that's Boise. And I'm going to fill you in later on in this video the reason why I'm going to Boise. But as of right now, I pulled over at this information center right there. So I'm going to go over to that board and see what there is to see here in Bakercity, and then I'm going to find these guys a dog park so they can run around for an hour and get some exercise. Let's go see what that sign says.
So this says bikeway. I'm not taking that because that's for cyclists. And this says adventure awaits, whole bunch of pictures. Dogs are going crazy, they're barking like a madman. So this is what I want to see, the history, adventure, and room wander. It looks like we have scenic byway, and I'm gonna grab my cell phone and I'm gonna take a picture of this and decide where I want to go. But I left my cell phone in the van, so I'm gonna have to grab that to take a picture. But here's the Chamber of Commerce. So this is the Visit Baker Chamber of Commerce and Visitors Bureau, so let's go in there. All right, so sitting here in the van, I went and picked up this pamphlet. And let me flip the camera around and show you. There are a ton of locations, so I'm gonna go to these historic locations on here. I'm gonna go to these historic locations on here one by one and do a quick video of the surrounding areas of these locations. So why don't you guys come with me? Okay, so here we are at the Bear Home. That's right behind me. And just a real quick thing about this is that the Bear Home was built in 1882. The Adler in 1889, Samuel Bear, a pioneer merchant in a small settlements near Bakercity, purchased his home in 1884. Carl Adler, who owned a jewelry and glassware business, purchased his home in 1899. So this is the Bear Home. Take a look. Very cool house. Okay, the next one we're gonna go to is the Leo Adler house. Let's go. So, sorry about that. Just reading this further, the Adler house and the Bear home, it's the same one. So we're not traveling to the Adler House because this is it. The next one is called St. Francis Cathedral, built in 1905. So it's a old church on Church Street. So let's go. All right, so right behind me is the Geiger Grand. No, that's not it. That's definitely not it. All right, so right behind me is the St. Francis Cathedral in 1905. St. Francis Cathedral was constructed of volcanic tuff stone, as were many of the prominent buildings erected in the city during the 1900s. Ground was broken in 1905, and the building was completed 3 years later. The Catholic Diocese of Baker, established by the Pope in 1903, included all of Oregon east of the Cascade Mountains. This is at 2000 Church Street. Take a look. So I'm going to go up and try to open these doors. Hopefully they're open, we can go inside, but we're not going to find out till we get up there, so let's go. Yeah, it's locked. Maybe this door's open. Church is closed. See if I can get a view of the outside. So unfortunately, I walked all the way around the building, and there's really no way to view it because it's blocked off by that area. And that area, there's not really a whole lot to see, so I'll just give you the front view. All right, very cool. So that was St. Francis Cathedral. And now, if I can find number 4. Okay, so reading this pamphlet, the ones that are listed with pictures are the ones of interest. So the next one is the Wisdom House in 1878. Let's go to the Wisdom House. All right, so what's behind me is the Wisdom House. The Wisdom House was built in 1878 by John Wisdom, who arrived in Baker Valley in 1862 with a wagon trail on the Oregon Trail. The house is a mix of true Gothic and Italianate pattern after Wisdom's grandparents' home in Kentucky. Dr. Boyd and a local doctor convinced John to go into the drug business, which he did, operating a store on Main Street. John married Mary Elizabeth Sturgill in 1868, and together they had 8 children. John also bred horses for a period of time, and this is the Wisdom House. Take a look. So that's the Wisdom House, but I think the coolest part is that building right there. Take a look at this. This looks like it's very old and very historic. Comparatively, very cool building, but that's what I enjoy seeing, is something completely historic like that building right there. You know that's old. Okay, next on the list is the Luther B. Eisen home. Let's go. All right, right behind me is the Luther B. Eisen home in 1887. When Luther Bison built this home, he directed that only the finest materials be used. The bricks were freighted from Portland, the fireplace came from Holland, and an Alaskan white cedar was used for woodwork. Eisen, who was a district judge at the time, died in 1889, just 2 years after the home was completed, but his widow lived there for the next 50 years. The house was renovated for use as a bank in 1979. So that may be a bank now, I don't know. So there's the historic Eisen house, and that's what it looks like. Looks like there was a concert going on right there. Pretty neat. So that was the Eisen home. The next on the list is just down that road, and it's called the Geiger Grand Hotel. Let's go take a look. Okay, so right behind me is the Geiger Grand Hotel, and it says here that originally the Warschauer house, the Geiger Grand Hotel, was built in 1889 by local merchants Harry and Jake Warschauer for then a magnificent sum of $65,000. The hotel was gathering place for business travelers from across the nation and even Europe, many of whom had interests in area gold mines. Local mine owner Al Geiger purchased the hotel and extensively remodeled it, and at the turn of the century, the hotel was closed for almost 30 years before being restored and reopened in 1997. I'm gonna see if I can go in and at least film the lobby, but that's the Geiger Grand Hotel. Good morning, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
How can I help you?
I'm a filmmaker in town. I just wanted to come film the lobby here of this historic building. Is that okay?
Okay, we do tours at 2:30.
Okay guys, so I am inside the Geiger Grand Hotel, and unfortunately you got to schedule an appointment to do a tour. I asked just to get the lobby and the inside, and very nice young lady behind the counter. No fault to her own, but I have to schedule a tour to be able to film inside here. So unfortunately this is as far as I can go. You guys did get a view of the outside, and the next on the list would be the Mint Building in 1889. So let's head out to the Mint Building. Okay, so this is the Mint Building. The Mint Building was first opened on the evening of March 4th, 1889. The interior lit by the glow of sparkling gas jets, according to a local newspaper. And it's no longer the Mint Building. It is the Trailhead Bike and Ski Service place. So there's really nothing to show you because it's just a bunch of bikes. But I did walk by, we'll close this video out here. I did walk by a Bakercity Gold and Silver. So let's go inside and take a look. All right, so like I said, I went down to the Mint Building, and it's no longer there. It's a bike shop, but I walked by Bakercity Gold and Silver, and I came inside because I saw this through the window and I wanted to film it for you guys. And the owner here, very nice gentleman, told me that there's a sign here on the wall to give you the history of it. So take a look at this real quick. How cool is that? And the history behind this is on here, right here. And there's the gentleman I was talking to. It is a 6-foot, 4-inch tall Ferris wheel. Spins in the window of Baker's Gold and Silver. Very cool. And you guys can pause the video right there to read the rest if you would like to. And you can pause that there as well and read that if you would like to. So we appreciate you guys being along for this tour of Bakercity here. I'm going to close the video out. And thank you to everybody who's been watching and supporting my channel here along the way. Tomorrow we're going to head into Boise, Idaho. This was Bakercity. We had a lot of fun. There's going to be a bonus footage of this, of the museum, so you might get 2 videos today. But as for right now, guys, we're closing this video out. Please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to see future videos here on the Nomoc Experience. And thank you guys for coming with me, and we'll see you on the next one. Oh, I forgot to tell you, why am I going to Boise, Idaho? And I'm in Boise, Idaho. I just drove straight here from Bakercity, Oregon to come see a guy that I delivered his dog to. I was fostering a German Shepherd named Vladimir. If you go back to that first video, you'll see Vladimir in that video. And I drove that dog all the way out to Boise. I had 4 days to get there and back, and I delivered that dog out here. And I lost his contact information because he was saved in my work cell phone, and I didn't transfer all phone numbers over successfully. I tried to, but some didn't make it. So I figured while I'm out here, I'm gonna go see him. I know where he works, and I hope he still works there, because I'm gonna go into his work to see if he's there, and maybe we can get him and Vladimir on camera. I found him. I can't believe I found him. I'm at his house right now. I'm not gonna film anything that you guys could tell where he lives or anything, but Vladimir is here, and Bella and Barrett are gonna go meet Vladimir again right now. Let's take a look. There they are. They're meeting again for the first time. Let me get the leashes off you guys. Do you remember him? There. Bella, come. Look how happy Bella is. Come here, Bella. Isabel, come. Vladimir. Vladimir. He's not even paying attention to me, guys. He's just chilling with Barrett. But there's the guy, you saw him on September's video last year where I was driving him back to Boise to his owner. I'm at that house right now. So excited to see this dog. I thought I would never see him again, especially when I didn't have his contact information anymore because the phone numbers didn't transfer. If you go back to my very first video that I ever did here on YouTube, it was me preparing the van and getting Vladimir his brushing done and getting all his shots done, everything like that. And then I drove him out to Boise, Idaho, and then went back to work. But here he is. Vladimir, what's up, buddy? He doesn't care about me at all. Bella, come on. Bella. All right, so they ran upstairs. I'm gonna turn the camera off, hang out with my good friend, and see Vladimir off camera. I'll turn the camera back on here shortly, but I'm gonna hang out with this dog. I'll be right back.
Gravel road, I've been asked to slow down. Fireplace, do you know how? Pass the paper, my desk is out.